What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's vlog, we actually have a couple parts to install on to the 86. Actually, we have a couple like reinstalls, if anything. So first things first, we have the ALPHAREX F1 brake light, you guys. So ALPHAREX ended up hooking us up. We actually have the Noble Performance F1 brake light. So we're gonna be going ahead and switching to the ALPHAREX and seeing how that looks. I'm super excited for that because it looks pretty good. But then, if you guys have been following my story on IG, you guys would know that we had a suspension problem recently. One of our struts had broken off from the top hat, so the top hat and the airbag were like completely separated. It was super crazy. Luckily it happened close to home, so I was able to kind of limp it back home. Actually, one of you guys, a subscriber, ended up helping us out, so thanks to Res Media, you guys. Also, a bunch of you guys reached out on IG and on my story, and we got in contact with Airlift, and they ended up sending us out a front suspension to replace this with an updated bearing, updated bag. I already went ahead and changed out the driver's side, which is the side that was broken. We still need to do the passenger side, so before we get to the F1 brake light, we're gonna go ahead and change out the passenger side strut, and then we'll work our way to the F1 brake light. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift the car up, and while I do that, I'm gonna place the clip as to when all this happened with the suspension, you guys, and I'll see you guys right after. So if you're watching the video right now, here is a clip of what had happened. Luckily, we were kind of close by, but this is, like, as you guys can see, completely wiggling. And that is because, there's nothing connected to it. It's completely broken off. So there's no hole in the bag. It just snapped. And welcome back. So it definitely was a shocker, you guys, when that had happened. And just in case you guys are wondering why I have my Indiana Jones look going on and a long sleeve, and it's like 90 something degrees outside right now. Well, that is because it is hot, and I noticed that construction workers wear long sleeves when they're working in the sun, so it definitely helps. But anyways, we got the car jacked up already, you guys, so it's honestly super easy. It's not like I'm doing the install from, like, you know, complete scratch where I have to figure out how to line everything. We gotta, you know, take off these bolts here, take off the link here as well, and then I am going to add the new line that they gave us as well. We have our box of new stuff here. So here is the old one, you guys, and here's the top hat. Here's the top hat right here. Crazy, right? So like I said, they gave us a whole new front suspension, new links, we got new lines here, a whole new upgraded front, so it's a different bag. And then, like I said, their new bearing top hat system right here is also new, so we definitely won't have to worry about this breaking off like that one. But it's pretty cool that they ended up hooking us up, you know, just showing us good, you know, customer ambassador support. So I really appreciate that. Big shout out to Lorenzo from Icebox Customs too, because he was one of the big reasons as when we got connected. So big shout out to you, my dude. So let's go ahead and take out this old one here. Alright, so we got the old one off next to the new one we're gonna throw on. Like I said, as you guys can see, the bag has changed. You know what I noticed taking it off right now too? Check this out. Look how playful this is. And then look at this one. It's like so stiff. Almost seems like this one was about to go too, so I'm kind of happy we're changing it. But yeah, this one's like not even compared to being like this, you know. So definitely happy about this. Like I said, I'm going to change the line right here to the new line, and then I think we're gonna keep the links the same, because like I said, there's just a little bit of a hassle of like getting this bolt off, and then I have to, you know, stretch the new links to the length of this, and I don't know, it just seemed like a little bit hassle. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the new one, and then we'll go ahead and hit up that fourth brake light. Alright, now that we got the suspension all good to go and I'm super confident about it, we can now work on the ALPHAREX brake light, you guys. And I believe what's really cool about this is that it actually is like, has like an animation. And since we have the ALPHAREX, you know, tail lights and LED light bar, it all like ties in together, and it'll all have like a sync like animation, which is super freaking cool. Another reason why I kind of wanted to have these, along with, you know, obviously now will be completely like ALPHAREX lights in general. So yeah, let's open this up. Hopefully the install is like literally the same as the Noble one, so then that way we can kind of just like use the wiring that we already have hooked up and throw this one on, and it will be that simple. I'm hoping it's that simple. So let's open this up and see what we got. So I went ahead and went with the chrome option that they have because I felt like it was like the closest to kind of like what we have now. They do have like a couple, I think 2 other different options. I think they have like black and like clear lens. Like I said, I just went with the chrome because it seemed like this matched with like our tail lights and everything. So I'm pretty excited. It comes with these wires right here, as you see. Now I do have to figure out what kind of goes to what, and to be honest, I'm trying to figure out if we can somewhat use what we already have right now. You know, because on this one it was literally just this plug, that red one, which I believe is a different mode, and then the blue one, which I chose to do this one because this one was a different mode as well. Because we like crimped it down, I'm trying to figure out how I can take it out to reuse it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more research, and then we'll figure it out right now. So I've been running into like, I just don't know if it's supposed to be one way or another. But okay, so you guys see these right here. So on the Noble Performance, we were given, I actually had to buy another harness, but they give you like this blue line here, right? And it connects to the tail light. So that way it links up, and then you have to kind of link it all the way through here, and it comes out like this, right? Well, I kind of looked at the installation on their website, and on the website it doesn't necessarily specify connecting these. So you're kind of left with like, kind of like, okay, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to connect these two? Should I connect this to the blue one we already have installed? Or which, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of my dilemma here. I'm also not going to be using this either, because we basically already kind of have our own like harness from Noble Performance, which I think is also better because it has a lot more like connections that we can play with, and I just don't want that much wiring to go into that spot in general. But then for the most part, everything else is pretty, you know, self-forward. So, you know, you got your tail light here. You would hook this up to the cord that they gave us, which would connect here. This connects to the bottom of the connector down there, and that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and try to put it all together, and hopefully we did good. Alright, you guys, so the light's on, it works, and then, you know, when you press on the brake, it, you know, flashes, or it actually, it doesn't flash, it does this. Let me go ahead and step on the brake right now. I had to call Michelle. If you guys don't know, she has the Liberty Walk 86, and I had to ask if that was what it was supposed to do, meaning when you press on the brakes and the light comes off and then it blinks. I didn't know if that was the actual function or not, or if it was like in reverse, but it works. She said that's what it's supposed to do, and then she also mentioned that there's also another function. At least we got it working. The sun is definitely going down now, so let me go ahead and finally put this all back together, because I had put it together and then the light didn't turn on, so I had to rewire some stuff. So let me go ahead and do that so you guys can see it in a better way. So that is the end of this install. As you guys can see, it's on, it's working, and everything else is aligned, and it looks really good. It's like super bright. It's like, maybe because it's like brand new, more newer than all these other ones, but it's like way brighter than all these other ones. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys go with the smoked one that they have? I believe they have like a black with clear lens. Definitely, like I said, I think this one suits what we kind of have going on back here. So yeah, I'll leave the description down below where you guys can get that. Super happy that we were able to get the suspension corrected. Now we don't really have to worry about that anymore. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little install video in between our vlogs. I know we've been doing a lot of like outside kind of stuff and a lot of like midnight runs and everything like that. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. We have some more stuff on the way, you guys, so make sure you guys stay tuned. If this is your guys' first step into the channel, please make sure to like and subscribe. It truly helps us out. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you live long and prosper. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.